Walking out of the Content Factory. I'm Tucker.
And I'm Becca.
And we have a pretty special episode for you today.
You might notice some excited inflection in our voices. And
Yeah,
that is because
here it is.
we have two really special guests, or what we are going to call Employees of the Week.
Yes, that's right. That is what we're calling guests on the pod, which I personally am obsessed with.
Inaugural.
It's our inaugural, and you know that's the word I was going to say 5 seconds ago. I'm not even kidding. Did you know that?
No.
It's our inaugural guest pod.
Yeah.
And I guess we just bring them right on in. This is our first time doing it.
And it's funny because like the people watching right now, they're in the room and sitting with us even.
yeah. So kind of.
And actually, they've been in. So
Yeah, the jig is up.
The jig is up.
even. So without further ado, should we introduce?
yeah, we have.
Becca, who'd you bring today?
Basically, we have my mom, Allison.
Hello. Hi.
Oh my God, and basically
You
we have...
did so good. That was amazing. That was really amazing.
Okay, and now no pressure to you. We also have my mom,
Tracy.
Tracy
Yes.
Rice. Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
And we're so excited. We thought we'd bring our moms on as our first guests because they've actually been here with us through it all since the beginning of our content journey.
Absolutely. Day zero of my career, and I'm sure yours as well.
Of course, actually day zero of our lives too, and they saw the first moments of it.
Yeah, day negative 9 months. If we're being real, if we're getting down to if we're getting down to brass
Tax.
tacks, TACKS.
I didn't know. I thought it was TAX.
I just learned it the other day. Sorry. You guys are going to have to
know
try
that?
claw your way into the convo because we will just be yapping for an hour.
They don't say a word the whole time.
We forget they're here.
Oh, wait a sec. Okay.
Just like life.
But yeah, so did everyone know it's brass tacks, TACKS?
I'm frightened by how much money we spend on your education for you to admit that.
Well, we're getting to that later.
We're getting to education soon.
We're getting to education very soon.
Should we go through the agenda of what's...
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
excited
basically...
to be here.
Yeah, they're very excited to be
Yes.
here. Basically, what we're going to do is the same thing. We're going to give you our C word of the day. And this time, listeners, we're going to have 4 C words going through.
Yeah.
And it might be a lot. But you guys know the rules, right? Because you're avid listeners.
Yes, and only 3 people are going to say their C word throughout the episode because I will probably forget. So really, it won't be too much. It'll be fine. But should we go around? We all
Should we
have
do
one.
it? Okay, so we have to close our ears when you do yours.
Close your ears. Eyes, up to you. Dealer's choice. You
Yeah,
can
but don't-
leave them open. You can close them.
Don't look at our mouths.
I'll cheat if
Yeah.
I don't close my eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants
Who
to
wants
go?
I'll go first.
Go.
Okay.
Okay. Mine is all hands on deck. Did you guys hear that?
Nope.
Nothing.
Because I enunciated.
No.
Oh, nice.
Exactly.
That's her word. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll
Okay.
be next. I'll
Okay.
be next. Okay. My word is game plan.
Done. Short and sweet.
Done.
Here's the thing. All of us are 0 senses. Oh, we're getting a one more time from the booth.
Oh,
boy.
you didn't do it
See,
loud enough.
you know what
Oh
I
my
mean
God.
now.
I'm so scared to
Sometimes
be
you
loud.
whisper.
Okay.
Okay,
all right,
we're not
okay,
listening.
ready? Okay. Here we go. Game plan.
We're getting nods all
We're good?
around.
Okay,
Almost
perfect.
2 ASMR for your
Thank
own good.
God. Oh my God.
Okay, how about you, Mom?
Okay, I'll do mine. Ready? Okay. Best practices.
Yeah, baby. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I will do mine.
I'm getting
which...
dizzy.
Does
Okay. Go.
Okay, one more. Deep dive. Sorry, I said it at full volume.
I didn't hear a thing.
I panicked.
It doesn't matter.
That's fine. Okay,
You'll never
we
use
heard
it
that,
again.
right? I didn't start... Okay, one more. We're getting one more.
Oh,
Look,
boy.
nobody's perfect, me included. Okay. Deep dive. Wow. That was great. Okay, great.
That was so fast. Is your word?
Wow. Nothing. Heard
Nothing.
nothing.
Me either.
Cut that out.
Excellent. Oh my
And
God.
from what I know, you won't hear it again either.
I know you won't. And yeah, but I like every episode I also think that we've already done this word before. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. I think we should get right on to it.
Let's do it. All hands on deck. Let's go.
Yes, baby.
Okay, first we want to do, first item of today's agenda, maybe performance review. That's what we usually do about our week, like what content we've been consuming. And I need to know what kind of content you guys watch. Like what comes up on your For You page. Do you have a TikTok, Tracy?
I do only so I can, creep on you guys.
Oh.
No.
And other ones. I don't
You're in the
post. I
comments.
post on Instagram. I don't post on TikTok. I do make comments all the time.
I do have to apologize to you because I did go on your Facebook. I'm
That
sorry,
was-
not your Facebook.
I don't have Facebook.
I went on your Instagram last week for that that trend that's like, I'm so hungry I could eat to find someone in Tucker's life that would shock him. And on the way up in the elevator, my mom was like, what the hell was that?
Oh my God. I laughed so hard because I've never seen, first of all, no one makes Tucker laugh like you do. But second of all, I've literally never seen him that surprised because he wasn't paying attention. He was barely listening. And then he looks up. And when it registered, he was like so confused. Did you not know that trend? I didn't know that trend.
Is that your best friend?
She's
that I
my
said?
best friend.
Yeah.
And what's hysterical is the next day I had to post a tribute to her, thanking her for something. So people are going to think, oh, that wasn't much of a search, but if they look. But golly, you shocked him with that.
Yeah, I shocked him.
Yeah.
It was hysterical. I laughed so
But
hard.
here's the thing about that trend. She did it to me. I can't really ever surprise her.
What do you mean?
I can't be like, I'm so hungry I could eat
No, now you can't.
Vanessa Corey or something. You go, what?
Wait, how did you know that?
What?
You
Like,
missed
no.
it.
Yeah.
She bested you.
That's why I thought you were going to know.
No. See, you got it before I started getting it.
You got it, you got it.
Amazing.
Okay, so yes, what are our For You pages looking like?
What are you watching? What are your favorite things to consume?
You know what? I'm into dance. I'm like a Zumba lunatic, so I do watch a lot of dance, different dance type of videos, and I don't know. That's like my
I know
passion.
because if you go into my DMs, I'll see a bunch from her, and it's all dating advice. It's she sends me advice from billionaires how to find a billionaire. I'm like,
How to find a billionaire.
she's like, Beck, check your messages because this girl Gina Hendricks is going to set you up with a billionaire.
yes.
I'm like,
Oh, I have seen that woman.
I forgot about that. That's
Gina
one detail.
Hendricks.
Yes, she's very good.
and a lot of Ryan Seacrest content.
Oh, Ryan.
Which we actually have written
adorable.
down
He's
to ask you
Love
more
Ryan
about.
Seacrest. Yes.
When did the love start?
So, I just love everything about the man. He's just like a real stand-up, just everything about his character and what he's
We
done.
watched
and
American
what he
Idol.
does. And yes, we
Well,
did
that's
watch
where it
American
started.
That's where it all
Yeah.
started. It all started with that. But, just recently, I just feel like he is just he's worldly. He does so much.
He is.
From
Seriously.
creating children's books for, the Seacrest Studios, across the country. He's got studios that he has for children.
President of the fan club.
No, seriously.
I mean, yeah.
He is
Seriously, I
the
can tell
hardest
you.
working guy in
He
showbiz.
is. Look at all he's
flying
done.
back and forth all those years.
American Idol, Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune now.
Yeah.
so-
I mean,
I didn't know that.
Oh, he's on
Yeah.
Wheel of
Oh,
Fortune.
he
Oh,
took
we'll
over.
get to that later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to that.
Yeah.
That'll be a whole ep.
yeah, but I did actually ask Becca if she can run into him a little bit in California somewhere, in LA. Maybe we can.
She's
do
literally
lunch.
always like, why don't find him at a coffee shop? I'm like, sure. I'll go find him at a coffee
I'm like,
shop.
just tell him we need 15 minutes. Just have a smoothie with him. I'd be fine with
Right,
that.
just have a smoothie
That's
with
all.
him. That's all she's asking.
That's
Kombucha.
all. And then besides that, she also sends me. It'll be like 5 signs he's not interested. What to do to not chase, not to chase masculine energy. Don't be in your masculine. Be in your feminine. And
Yes.
then it's like how to break out of your car with a fork. And it's like
Break out of your car.
Yeah. And then she's like, don't go next to a van. And then it's like, here's my Zumba dance. It's like kind of whiplash. It's whiplash
moms
in the
worry. We
DM.
worry about everything. I always worry, especially I'm across the country, so I need to send her safety messages all the
course.
time. Safety
Makes
videos.
me feel
I do.
so
You're doing that
validated.
too.
Yes.
Oh, so you do that too?
It's universal,
Totally,
right?
of
As
course.
moms, we have to be careful. We
Yeah.
have to make
Of
sure you
course.
guys are safe. And this-
You will send me like a video from Phone of the News, be like stabbing in Brooklyn or something, and my mom's like, "Stay away,
Yeah, yes.
stay away from that city for now. I hope you're not there."
It's true.
Get
I'm
off
like,
the
I'm like,
streets.
thank God you left Brooklyn. Do you see what's going on?
But even worse than that, I think I send you, because we're both really late night people, so I know I can send him stuff at 12:31 when I see it and it's funny, but I'll just bomb him with things. And
Yeah.
and he'll put like, haha,
do
or
the same.
not respond. And then I'm like, why didn't you respond to any of my videos last night?
Oh my God, do you
Right?
feel
I
like...
send you so many.
No,
Do you
you-
feel like a
So funny.
crazy
I
like
do the same thing.
ex-boyfriend? You're like, babe, wake up, babe, wake up.
I'm the worst. I can't just stop at one. And I always say, I promise, this is it. And then 3 more trickle in that I have to send.
no.
You
I
know,
love
that's amazing
That
because
is true.
she doesn't apologize.
Oh,
There's no apologizing here. Oh no.
No, it's
Well,
just-
she's
know.
saving your life. How to get out of
saving
a car
her life.
before.
Everything.
Exactly.
Exactly. Saving her life, her dating life, her safety life,
Getting a
everything.
billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Why would you not take advice from a billionaire?
Yeah.
You've got your life ahead of you. Right now.
What type of dance videos are we getting?
Well, I just love Zumba. I love that
great.
kind of dance. I just love it. I do it myself. I do dance, and that's my passion. So I like to watch. Yeah.
Is rumbling a dance?
Rumbling?
Rumbling. My friend said, do you want to go rumbling
that's a
tomorrow?
fight.
I think she means, okay, I literally think that she or he means
He, thank you.
Sorry.
Gay men can have men friends.
Thought it was a GBFF. Boxing. There's a studio called Rumble Studio, and I think
Oh my God.
or maybe he just meant like, do you want to go tussle?
I was asked to spar. That's crazy.
That's the spar.
Can't be
That's a
done.
whole
That
different
must be.
thing.
That's cool. Never heard of that.
What about you this
Unbelievable.
week? What content for you?
Oh my gosh. This week, I'm getting a lot of that trend of I'm Tucker and I plan and then it cuts to the other person that's
I
like,
love that.
I'm this person and I booked the Airbnb. It's basically like one friend who books everything for the trip.
Yeah.
Getting all of that.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of that. Mom, what are you getting on your For You
It's a
page?
sign. Well, I get a lot of comedy stuff because
Absolutely.
I watch a lot of comedy stuff. You know, I've been getting a lot of stuff about the NFL draft because I'm a huge football fan. So it's Chiefs, everything is that. And it's like whenever I watch, I'm really careful about what I click on now because it was like, oh, that sounds like an interesting weight loss drug. And now it's just,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God.
my
well,
God.
And also
I
our phones are
know.
listening to us, duh.
Really? And I'm waiting outside
Right.
and they know they're going to be on my porch with a megaphone. Did you want to try Ozempic? Do you want to try it?
And you're like, not interested.
God almighty. So I just am careful about
Are you,
what
do
I
you
click
like
on.
love
Yes.
Karma as a guy on the Chiefs?
Oh yeah. I love the whole Taylor Swift thing. I mean, it's just sweet. You know, they're still in Kansas City. They go out in Kansas City, where I'm from. You can just go out and be Taylor Swift and be Travis
they don't
Kelce,
care
and
that
it's like
she's-
they just are respectful. You know, it's just not like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
other
Not
places.
here.
So
Not
it's-
like here.
it's
Hey, Ryan,
cute.
where are you?
Yeah, no, like
Take a
stalkers.
shot every time my mom says Ryan.
Do you think if
Bye
they
for
won
a
the Super Bowl, Travis Kelce would have proposed to Taylor Swift? Did that alter the timeline?
I don't think it'll.
Can you even imagine being like, I don't think I'll be proposed to unless like he wins the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's not the basis for a good relationship. Probably.
Would we want a public proposal? That sounds like a nightmare to me.
Yeah, that's a little nightmarish.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Oh my God. And I was in San Diego recently and I passed by at least 3 proposals happening at the same time. Sunset, but it wasn't the proposals happening, it was the setup. It was the team. The team was there first.
Oh my
On the
God.
lawn, right by the sunset. It was like a gorgeous scene, but one person was setting up like a full like picnic dinner and like roses, and then one spelled marry me in roses. And
How
then
far
another
from each other?
Like, I'm not even kidding. Maybe like a few
Next to each
feet.
other. Oh my
And then there was a baby not a baby proposal. What's that called? Gender reveal. 2 babies proposing to each other. Marry me in pacifiers.
So young.
It's like, this.
Yes. And then a gender reveal. Stayed to watch that. It's a boy, guys.
Wow.
Good to know.
Anyway,
Wow.
should we get into our interview questions?
Yes. I know. We want to do a deep dive with you both.
Oh, boy.
Starting with,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want?
Here's a hypothetical for you.
Okay.
Someone breaks into your house.
Oh, whoa.
They have a weapon. I'm not saying which type. They say, I won't hurt you, but you have to tell me right now, what do your kids do for work?
In one sentence.
What the heck are you saying? What are you saying?
One sentence.
Oh my God. TikTok star?
Oh my God.
So
No,
sweet.
I
no.
fear that.
I would
fear
actually
that.
say she's a digital content creator. Is that good enough?
Short and
That's
sweet
the truth.
to the point.
That's true. I mean, it's true. It's
digital.
True. It's true.
Yeah, the robbers just walked out.
Yeah.
They said, okay.
Dazed and confused. They're like, okay, if you say so.
Well, this is a little too on the nose for me, as we had next door neighbors had people break in
Oh,
with guns
yeah,
while they were
sorry.
home. He said, "Get out! I'm gonna shoot you!" And they jumped into my backyard.
What?
Thankfully, I have a 130-pound German Shepherd who tore down there. And
I forgot about that.
remember
Sorry.
that was
I
not,
usually
that was
do
fairly recently.
Trauma later in the episode.
But they didn't ask me what you do. But I would have said content creator. Is it all the
Good.
kids, or do I have to just
No, just
hammer
us.
it?
No.
Oh,
Actually, just
Tucker.
Just us. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
It's
would
not about
say,
me. in this
Okay, so content creation. I feel like that's
creation.
kind of what do you say?
Guess you know what?
You're like really weird about it. You're
I'm
like,
so
I'm
weird.
a TikTok
like,
star and stop talking to me.
I'm like, I say social media, and then they're like, oh, for what company? I'm like, mine.
I know.
But I don't like saying, when I say content creator, it just feels weird. But I'm trying to get more. I'm trying to just embrace it.
I know. Do you say you're a comedian?
Well, because when I say content creator, the person is usually like, oh, so you're an influencer? That's what I get.
Yeah.
That's what I get. And I'm like, I don't.
Right.
But I guess yes, scientifically,
I suppose.
I'm an
by
influencer.
definition, but at the end of the day, who am I influencing?
by guess what? Merriam-Webster. third episode. I can't stop talking about her. I'm in love with her.
But you're just as weird about it. We'll be out somewhere and somebody will come and go, "Oh my gosh, are you on TikTok?" And he's like, "Yeah."
We just talked about that last
little
episode.
bit.
Rebecca's the same way. She's like so humble. She's like, yeah. And I'm so excited. I'm like,
Get this, y'all. Get this. I was shopping. We were shopping today, Beverly Hills. We're in a little gift shop. I go across the street I needed to purchase a dress. I come back. Imagine this. You go up to the cashier. She has, not my mom, the cashier's phone open to my Instagram.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, who has the phone open?
The cashier. Her, because
everywhere I go.
my mom. And I'm like, what is going
Did you?
because I know
here?
the age. I know that there's a big age
No,
group.
well, she goes into places, and you can speak for this for yourself.
Yes.
But she goes into places and says, "Do you know my daughter?" In bathrooms.
No,
in
I don't
women's
say, "Do you know?" I say, on
You
Long,
do know
on Long
her.
Island, there are places that I will guarantee I would like to bet my life. So I walk into, I go, "You know my daughter. You all know my daughter."
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I do, and they all do. They all
Of
do.
course.
But I'm like,
That's
It's
hysterical.
hilarious.
stop doing that.
She gets so mad. She gets so mad. I get such a kick out of it, though. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
We're walking down the street, and I just, I mean, I know when to, if it's someone that I'm not sure, I wouldn't. But when I know, I know.
Oh my
And I
god,
always
she's
know her.
proud. She's
such a
proud
proud
of you.
mama.
Proud.
I'm a
But
proud
my
mama.
biggest, I don't know, my biggest fear is they're like, never seen that girl in my life.
Well, here's
Looks like a loser.
my thing is like if someone says, "Oh wait, where do I know you from?" I'm always like, I'm gonna be like, "Well, probably TikTok," and then they're gonna be like, "Oh no,
No.
we went to the same high school," and that's actually what I was trying to get at. That's the worst fear.
No, you cut me off in traffic.
Yeah.
No, my best was when I had a tow truck come because I got a flat tire a few
Oh,
months ago, remember?
yes.
And the one guy wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting in the front seat, just going on TikTok. And the guy who put me in the truck and hooked up the car.
Put you in the truck.
Well, I mean, so they hooked the car up and I had to jump in. And so the guy slid over and he's watching Tucker videos.
No,
No.
freaking way. You're
No,
kidding.
and I
You're
said,
kidding.
that's my son. And he goes, "No, you're kidding." And then the driver got all nervous and jerky. "Tucker Comedy's your son? Are you kidding me?
enough.
Tucker Comedy?"
Enough.
It was hysterical. And then I had to open up my pictures and show him because he didn't believe me. So they were very excited.
It's a blast.
It was
Insane.
wild.
Like,
I have
kick out
been
of it.
on a first date where the waitress comes over and she quoted a video a lot. But the craziest thing I could have said, she goes, it was from an old video. I did a dermatology video, and she's like, "Are you Clinda Hootie wipes?" And I'm like, and the guy's like, "What does this mean?" And I said, "Don't worry about it."
a gorgeous like topic starter, but also how far into a date do you mention it?
Oh, they've totally researched
Only when
you.
they ask.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god! And hopefully they don't.
Oftentimes they don't.
And actually, oftentimes they don't for sure.
But I don't know about dating, but don't people do a pretty deep dive anyway? If they've got your name, aren't
Sometimes they
gonna
don't
just
ask any
search?
questions. They'll talk to you for like an hour, right?
Yeah,
100%.
And they don't ask
But
you one
I
question.
mean, I do a very deep dive.
Absolutely.
I'm finding people's projects on Abraham Lincoln
Right?
portrait.
Yeah. That,
A photo story. Remember those?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I'm back.
good. See,
girl.
Mom, she
I'm in
does
their
the right
Zillow.
thing.
I'm on their parents' Zillow. You know?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you guys know what we do for work. That's awesome. I wanted to ask you guys what you thought we'd be before this happened, because kind of this wasn't really the plan. I don't know what your plan. We never really.
No, here's the thing about me. Never had a plan in my life.
Correct.
However, I do want to know what you guys thought. Maybe like school age, like elementary school, like early thoughts. Oh, maybe she'll be a dermatologist. And then also when we were in college, because we.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
Maybe,
what?
like,
yeah. What'd you guys
Kid,
think?
and then
Okay.
later.
So can I start this one? Because it's
Please.
all very... Okay, so when she was a kid, Becca always was performing. So I thought for sure she'd be, since she's like 5 years old, we thought for sure she would be on stage. She was in every Broadway show. She was the lead, blah, blah, blah. Major musical theater. Yeah, not bragging, but it's true. And so we thought maybe, okay, Broadway star, And then in college, she took speech pathology and musical theater, double major. Finished up like, I am not doing speech pathology. I hate it. Straight A's all the way through. We
Whoa.
said, what are you talking about? That is an amazing. What are you kidding me? You have to do it. You have to do it.
When's grad school?
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
here's your app. When's
Yeah. She was, we were like, oh God, no, now what? She's like, well, I'm pursuing theater. And this is how it all led to this, where she is right now.
But do you remember when I wanted to be a dentist, an orthodontist?
An orthodontist, because she loved the orthodontist that we had. And
Because I loved the braces colors.
Yes,
So
the colors were so good. Yes.
You were dancing around with a dentist.
What did you think? Wait,
Yes.
what?
No.
Or with the idea
I
of-
dated a dentist. And, yeah, I did. I dated a dentist for a long time. I really liked it.
cool.
But for you, I think the funny thing is, you've said in previous things, your dad's a doctor, I'm a lawyer. All I know is all three of my boys were like, yeah, you're not going to go to medical school. We're not going to go to law school.
I got close a few episodes
did?
of Grey's Anatomy,
So
and
he
I was applying to
lies
college
his-
as a biology major.
Yeah, he did. And he gets into Penn as a biology major, and 2 weeks back, and he writes an email to, I think to Dad and to me saying, yeah, I'm going to switch my major to theater, or to, you had 3 different
I don't even know.
majors.
It was like
It
before
was
I even got
all,
accepted. I was like, that
film,
was crazy.
television,
Right.
and film. But he
Right.
was in every little show from all 3 of his schools, all the way up. And then he was a
Yes,
star.
musical theater.
I know.
Wait a minute. I
Total
tried to
musical
get Rebecca
theater
to be a
kid.
nurse. I took her to work with me one day. I'm a nurse in the operating room. She came in. She saw some surgery. When we did the bunion and there was not a drop of blood, that was it for her. She almost passed out.
Oh,
we had
you
to get her
wanted
out.
the
White
blood.
as a ghost.
Oh, no,
White
no,
as
no.
a ghost.
Well, yeah.
There was no blood.
She was like, it's
Yeah.
over. I'm not going to be a nurse. I'm like,
Not
oh,
gonna
God, this would have been
follow
good.
She had to get me a 7-Up.
Yeah, I did. I did.
your
Yeah,
tummy.
I did.
For my
yeah,
tummy.
we did.
Whoa.
Yeah, she couldn't. It wasn't for her. But she, at least she got a little exposure
Yeah,
to,
I love
to
it.
see.
I love
Yeah.
that they had the
Yeah.
wherewithal to pull away and follow their
Yes,
dreams.
yes.
Absolutely.
We always told her to follow her dreams, so I'm glad she has.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it at the time when you said you weren't doing speech pathology.
Yeah, that was a combo.
But yeah.
Well, you're speaking
yeah.
every day, so you're
Well,
kind
I'm
of
talking
using that
every day.
major.
And
This
she's
is true.
pathological.
And I'm,
so-
I'm pathological, and I'm pathologizing myself. Every day on Reddit.com, so you can say I'm doing that.
Wait, okay, so Mom, what did you think I was going to be?
I thought that you would end up doing something in acting or theater because I saw that was your passion. I mean, that's what you
my
love.
gosh.
Exactly it.
You
Kind
loved
of
it.
right on brand.
Right
I
on
felt
brand.
sad when you said you were going to be a
Yes.
biology major because I thought you felt like you had to.
Oh my God. Well, clearly
Right.
I didn't feel that.
Yeah,
Because
for 2 weeks you did.
yeah.
I was like, say anything to get in and then just switch majors.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Well,
it.
we got a
This
glimpse
is-
of your job,
Yes.
nurse,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Dare
yes, I am.
we dive into like your
Yeah,
guys's?
so you're a nurse.
Okay. Yes, I've been a nurse for 37 years, working in the operating room.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yes.
What's the
serious.
craziest
Yes.
thing you've seen there?
Oh my God. What
well,
can
maybe
I
make
say?
it like not too sad.
I don't think I could tell. I really don't think I could tell you these things.
We watch Grey's
I
Anatomy.
don't
We
know.
know.
Grey's
Yeah,
Anatomy-
come on.
I
What's
can't
the
watch
blood-
those
What's the
crazy-
bloodiest bloodbath
Oh
you've
my
ever seen on
God.
the table?
Well, I do.
Have you ever dropped an
the most
instrument into a
gruesome thing-
body? Like when
no,
you
God. Well, we do use instruments in the belly, but I never dropped one.
In the
No.
belly?
In the belly? No, we haven't lost anything. But a gruesome thing that I have had to do. I don't do it now because I'm in charge of ophthalmology, the eye surgery, which is kind of nice.
Oh
But
my
in the past, I have had to carry a leg after it was amputated.
Okay.
Oh my
Was she
God.
twitching?
It's pretty gross.
Was
yeah.
she twitching?
Stop,
No, it was not
Becca.
twitching. She was not
Stop.
twitching.
Wait, I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to that. But do you remember when I was little, you made me do something for you like a little monkey, where you would have me, or you'd have me. I used to pretend I'd pass out, and then I would twitch my leg, and she used to think it was so funny. She's like, again.
Oh, Becca, we need to cut that. Okay, cut. cut it, cut it.
Imagine the leg is after it's
the leg,
amputated.
no, because
Kinda like a
everything,
chicken
no,
head.
because the nerve and everything is gone. You know, like everything, the bone, it's all, it's dissected from the body. So,
Okay.
but it isn't fun to wrap a leg. It's very heavy, and to carry it,
Heavy.
it's specimen.
Where do you take
They
it?
actually take it to the morgue. That's it's like
Wow.
Yeah.
Does anyone request it?
A leg?
I don't think so.
Wait,
They don't
request
use
their
it. They
leg.
don't
I
use
like
it
the
again.
leg.
Yeah. I'm a leg man.
Thanksgiving dinner.
The person,
I'm a dark meat kind of girl.
Yeah. You doing anything with that, or
the
can I take
person
it?
whose leg it was. If you're taking out my gallbladder, I want that baby in a jar.
Oh,
on
my
display.
God.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
No,
but how are
the
you going
leg
to
just-
display that
no.
leg? Well, I'm sure you can make it like a gold wrapped.
No,
We
make it
do-
an umbrella or something.
Well, being that I work right, and now the eye ophthalmology I do, so we do sometimes have to do an enucleation, and the eyeball has to come out.
Is that what an
It doesn't happen too often.
enucleation is?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, careful with those
Inauguration
terms around
Yeah,
us.
sorry,
That's gonna make me go, oh.
sorry. It's very. I know.
He's already researching how he's going to lose his eye.
You're like, did I have an inoculation?
Yeah, we've got somebody who
Yeah,
takes
it's
it
an
personally.
interesting. Yeah, interesting. I do like being in ophthalmology though because it's like not so much blood and
Little
cleaner.
cleaner.
Orthopedics is not my thing. I just love the eye surgery. Yeah, yeah,
love.
and that's what I'm in charge of right now. So I do love it. Yeah.
Wow.
So great.
Yeah.
Do you notice people having more 20/20 vision in the field?
Yes, because we do a lot of cataract surgery. That's what we do. That's my main thing.
Is
So
it true that
they
you
come
don't
in-
do both eyes at once
Right, they
in
do
case?
every
Is it
2 weeks.
because
Yeah,
if something goes wrong?
after 2 weeks, just in case.
Oh my God.
You have to. You don't want to have two surgeries.
The scientists listening to this right now.
Yeah. One at a time.
I
after
knew
2
that's
weeks, we
why
do
it
them.
was.
Yeah, exactly. We do one eye at a time. But so we do a lot. We do a lot of eye surgery.
Do you do LASIK? That's
one thing
outpatient.
we don't do. We do cataracts and other things like pterygiums and ptosis, things you wouldn't really know.
right, of
My
course.
dad does LASIK, and he famously
Had
wears
LASIK,
glasses.
Well, guess what?
He had what?
Yes.
I just saw
It can
something
happen.
where all of the most top doctors in LASIK eye surgery all wear glasses. Like they don't have LASIK. Scam city.
Is it Scam City?
I don't know, but you hear horror stories of LASIK that's gone wrong.
Oh God.
They have gotten better with it, though. It's gotten a lot more
now
advanced.
you can walk
but
in the mall and see them in the chair as you're walking by doing
It's
LASIK
so-
surgery.
Oh my God, yeah.
What? Like
no.
a barbershop?
Seriously, come on in. You want a LASIK? Yeah.
I'll do anything once.
Eye surgery sounds
true.
scary.
I mean, at your age is probably good to do. My age, I'll just wait for cataract surgery and just get my eyes fixed then.
Yeah.
It's closer. We're closer to
Resigned.
that, Yeah.
That's funny.
And what about you, Tracy? What do you do?
What about me? About
What
what,
do you
I
do? What have you done, and where have you landed?
I came out of college, came out here and visited, fell in love with California, fell in love with your dad.
Oh my God.
And then he had
Stop.
gross. And then he had to do internship residency, so I put my stuff on hold. And then after a year of him being out, then I went to law school, which is what I'd always wanted to do. And then I went to work at the ACLU as a little civil rights do-gooder lawyer, and I loved it. Then I had 3 boys in 4 years, and thought,
Oh my
okay,
God.
I'm a bad.
Terrible.
Yeah, her alarm goes off. She's like, time for another. Bow, bow, bow,
No,
popping
it was
them
like
out.
we were married for 10 years and said, gosh, what did we forget to do? We got married fairly young, and because I didn't care and he seemed to care. So I said, sure, I'll marry you. And popped over to Maui, didn't have a big wedding, and then just came back and had a party because he was from Boston. I was from Kansas City. So yeah, then 10 years later, we were like, okay, wait, what did we forget? And it's like, oh, God, we should have kids. We should start.
Oh my God.
What are we forgetting?
And it was
Boom.
like, I was so lucky because I have so many friends who weren't this lucky, but it was like, let's try. Oh, I'm pregnant. So then Cody comes. And
Okay,
then,
fertile
and then we
queen.
thought, well, you can't get pregnant while you're breastfeeding. I'm married to a doctor. That's what he said.
And you do.
Honey, we're pregnant.
go.
While
It's
you're
like, oh
breastfeeding.
Yes,
my
sure you
God.
can.
So then
Oh,
I had
yeah.
my
Oh my
little
God. Yes.
Irish twins. And then we knew, okay, we can't even look at each other or we're going to get number 3. So then we
And they
waited.
made eye contact and boom.
Okay. So that's the reason I just
and
found out
there's
I was a
Tucker.
mistake,
That's
apparently.
right.
Was I
No.
planned?
Finds out he was a
Was I
mistake.
planned?
That's why there's a 2-year span
Mom?
between.
That's a yes or no question. Was I planned?
You were planned to be a girl.
Okay. Close enough. I'm there.
And I got there. I'm like, are you happy? Literally, I got there by saying, okay, 2 older brothers for this young sister. It's going to be perfect. And then I, called the place because at 35, you're what is it called? When
Geriatric.
You're a geriatric pregnancy.
crazy.
I
we
know.
have
I was
to
a
change the
geriatric
second one
pregnancy
is-
at 33. So they said, it's a boy. And I burst into tears. And I said, as long as
Not in a good way.
Mom,
I
can
know.
we do this off pod?
we'll fix it in post.
Can we sidebar?
But what I literally said was, okay, he's going to have, because these other 2 were brown hair, brown eye, looked just like me, and his dad's blonde hair, blue eyes. I said, as long as he's got blonde hair, blue eyes, and he's gay. And then this little blue-eyed gay
You
boy.
manifested
My
the whole
brothers would joke
thing.
that I was adopted.
Yeah.
And it was really funny for all of us.
Yeah. And everybody would say, oh, who was your second husband? I'm like, no, the first 2 just look like me, and the other one looks like their dad.
That's such a great story.
Be honest, does
Yeah.
that mean I'm going to go bald?
No.
Eventually,
Look at you.
maybe.
The baldness comes on the
hands on
mother's
deck with your
side.
bald.
Does it?
Yeah.
Nurse?
Nurse.
Is that true?
Baldness comes, it skips a generation, I think.
But it's
doesn't
the
it?
mother's gene.
Mother's gene.
The mother's,
Yes,
so
the
it's
mother's
my
gene.
father would be, if my father was
Right.
bald,
Exactly.
he died at 49, so
Your
we'll
brother
never
could
know.
go
Oh, thank God.
That gene also comes down. So.
no.
So really-
No, please.
No death on pod. No death on pod.
No, so I did civil rights litigation, and then because I thought, okay, I'm a bad mom, I'm a bad lawyer, and I'm a bad wife, and
wise
it turned out it was
advice.
just 1 out of 3. But the point is, I moved
Guess
into
for
like,
yourselves.
yeah, you don't get to say which one, but so then I ended up doing like executive director work, and now I work at a nonprofit. Can I say the name or no? Not
Say it.
At Public Counsel. It's the largest
Cool.
nonprofit legal services, and we
Snapping.
we do civil rights litigation, we
Wow.
do direct services, we do policy advocacy, and it's all free. secretary, legal
She
service.
raises all the
Love
damn money.
that.
It's like
And
a
I
That's
pro.
so
That
amazing.
is-
Yeah, so it's a perfect
Amazing.
thing for me. And although now that the kids are all grown up, every once in a while I think, oh, I'd rather be in court. But that was the trauma of having two
can be. I
professionals.
might
And
goof.
We'd wake up with 103 fever over here,
Right.
and Tim would say, I've got 8 o'clock patients. I'm
Right.
like, I've got 8:30 court. And
Right.
whoever got to their car first won. And then,
Yeah, right.
First.
Right. So to compromise.
Doctor, mommy.
yeah. And being married at the time to an ER doctor, Tim used to do ER work. And remember the time that you caught your shin to the bone at a park?
Yeah, I fell off something.
And he had a little
metal.
therapy appointment on the 11th floor of this doctor's building, and I was meeting them there. By then, I think we were divorced. If not, this was why we got divorced. But Tim thought, ER doc, the kids, so that you can see the bone, we'll go to the ER after, we go to the therapy appointment. And he called and said, Tucker had a little accident, so we're up at the therapy. I said, what happened? He said, oh, he's, opened his shin. I am
opened
going
my
up an
shin.
11-floor shaft of an elevator, and I hear screaming, and it's your child, right?
course,
You know the
of
sound.
course.
Oh,
The entire way, and I get up there, and I look at it, and it's one of those mom moments where you think you're going to pass out, but you have
Yes.
to act like you're not looking
Yes.
at the bone of his thigh.
Of course. Of
What
course.
would you say right now in one word? What was your butt doing at the time?
But
Oh, tingling.
Yeah.
No, my butt was
She says
totally
my butt's tingling all the time.
That's the worst. When I say my butt's tingling,
about that's a bad thing.
started
That's a
to
bad
tingle
thing.
a little bit on your story, but didn't get full on butt
wait,
tingling.
I get
Okay,
that too.
okay,
I
right?
just thought it was a different
Yeah?
space, not the butt.
Never had that.
Where it feels like it's, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah.
Wow. All right. So next we are going to ask you. Have you guys been in videos with us? Yes, you have. You've been in some videos.
I have been in some of your ads,
because
your
I kind
videos.
of like capitalize on you and do Long Island
I
Mom.
have so much fun when we do that.
So-
I have so many
funny.
questions about that.
So funny.
So fun.
What are some of the first feelings that come to you when you see a video of her doing Long Island?
Well, a lot of
Mom?
it's exaggerated.
It
Oh,
is-
100%
Okay, so
It's
it
comedy,
is.
babe.
Let's hear it from the real Long Island Mom right here. It is a lot of it is very true. Most of it is true, but very, like she said, enhanced. Very exaggerated.
Crank the dial.
She cranks it up.
Yeah. Come on,
she's a
makes it
sweetie.
funny. But a lot of things that she does, I have said. Like they are word for word verbatim. Like fix my
100%.
computer. Like whatever these things. Like how do I fix this?
And
Yeah.
usually I know
Or
that
go
I
through
hit
these
the mark.
bins. You have too many things.
I hit them. I know I hit the mark when she texts me after I post one of those videos and she says peeing.
Peeing.
Or like she,
Literally,
'cause
I
usually
need a
she will
diaper.
to run
I have to
the
watch her first videos like at home, like especially those. I have to like run to the bathroom right away. I'm like,
Oh my
I
God,
cannot.
kissing everywhere. It's so
It's
good.
so funny. It's so hilarious. I cannot. Some of them, I lose it. Yeah, and it's funny because it's like going to the college when when we go drop
Yeah,
my son
yeah,
to
yeah,
college. All these things. It's true. It's so most of it is very true.
100%.
true.
Do your friends come up to you and say, "Oh my God, that's so you," or
No, they say I relate. That is
Yeah.
us, and they
Yeah.
all love it because everyone sends it to each other because we realize it's not just my crazy antics. It's universal.
It's
universal.
humanity.
I've
It's
gotten an
humanity.
Australian group of Australian friends come up to me and they're like, "We love." I'm not going to pretend to do an Australian accent because that's going to be butchered.
Do it. That's my favorite accent you have.
No,
Please,
it's
please,
like I
please,
love
please.
your video. No,
that was good. That
She
was
does-
good.
I don't know where
Australian,
that was going to go, but
Better than anyone.
they're like, your mom is like our mom. I was like, in Australia, down under.
down under.
Down under.
Mumsy.
Yeah,
That's what all the comments are on these mom videos. I'm sure the ones he does of me, it's like, when were you videotaping my mom? Oh my God, my mom does that. And the other one for me on the mom videos is like not entire, there's like 3 people in our IT department, but all the ones about me on FaceTime holding it up to my ear. And all these,
Absolutely.
they're like,
Yes.
oh my God, he totally captured you. I'm like, it's exaggerated. Not so much.
Exactly. I realized how crazy I was after I started watching these mom videos. I was like, am I really, did I really do that all these years? She paid attention every single time. Every
I was
time.
clocking her too.
Clocked
You were clocking
me.
her
Oh my
too.
God,
Let's
guys!
see.
By the way, before this, we both did have questions from each of our moms asking, "What does clock the T mean?"
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'll tell you
I
what,
still have
couldn't
no
clue.
provide a definition.
Yeah.
We
No
just
idea.
say it every episode.
Oh,
it's
it
just
just sounds good.
Like clocking your T. Like we're
You are kind of
Gagging.
gooped and gagged in a way.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Still have no clue
Like
what
we're
that
getting
means.
we're getting your what you're putting down. We're picking up. What
I
you're,
see. You get it.
Clocked
Yeah,
your
yeah.
tea.
Like I understand.
I felt up to date because I knew what spill the tea was, but this whole clocking
Spill the
the
tea.
tea.
clock is like
Clocking
we're
your tea is, yeah.
like busted. We're clock busted.
Yeah.
We clock your
Okay,
T.
got it. Like I'm on you. I got you. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
your number. All right.
Oh, I don't
Kind
know.
of like that. All right. Never mind.
I'm clearly older and still don't get it.
No. I have a question. Very important. Are you monitoring the comment section as much as my mom is?
Oh my God. Yes. Are you
Really?
kidding?
Can't not.
For in other words,
than us, probably.
for the videos?
I know for a fact.
For the videos or the podcast? The videos, you mean?
Yeah,
videos.
videos.
Oh yeah.
All of the above.
I love to. I can go on and on and on and on. I love to see the comments.
Thank God, but if
I
there
do.
were hate comments, you would hate that.
No,
they're
not.
so rare. And that's why I always say, Tucker, you really should read the comments. Early on, he used to respond to comments. And
I
people
would
were
respond
like,
to every
Does the
single
king
one.
reply? And he would say,
Does the king?
That's what they would say.
I know.
But
Rebecca
it was
replies to like
so
3
sweet.
comments and then like moves on.
And
right?
99% of the comments on
Yes.
his TikToks are so sweet, are so
warm.
funny.
Such great
And then there's that
followers.
one person.
Right.
And I want to respond.
I never
wanna
see any
cry.
negativity on TikTok. I have
Sometimes
to.
I just get overwhelmed.
Very rare.
But then you do see a negative one and then it sticks with you. Do you remember any?
100%.
I remember a specific one. It was, picture this, around Christmas time.
Oh my God.
A time
Snow's
usually
falling.
reserved for fun and slay. And
Literally.
we did a video with Moose, our dog, and someone called him fat.
The dog. It started a whole, but the thing I love about his followers, one guy says they're overfeeding their dog. They're
Yeah,
killing
yeah,
him.
yeah,
First of all, he's a rescue that we had just gotten and gotten, and we were working on his weight and everything else. So I'm a little defensive. But then,
dare
like
they?
99 people wrote, they rescued a dog. How can you say something bad?
course.
These people clearly love that dog. Clearly loves them, and it was like, one bad comment, and 99
Yes.
people
I
come out
love
to
it.
defend.
Yeah. But of
The
course you're gonna
positive
focus on the
wins. I
dog.
love it. That's why I love
Yeah.
TikTok and especially your followers.
And at least they
warm.
said the dog was fat and not me, so I thought.
Oh my gosh, Mom.
I thought they called you fat. I was like, what? I was grouped in gags.
Okay, game plan.
Should we do HR report?
Yes.
That could be fun.
So this is also based off of our videos for this week. This is a segment we've changed almost every episode.
Yeah.
So for this episode, we are going to say HR report is
Yes.
you guys reporting one of our videos
That you don't like.
that you do not like.
Like, is there a video that when you see, you're like, oh, I wish they didn't do that?
Or
I know
I
for
wish
a
you
fact
didn't
there's-
post. My
ones
mom's
together?
vigorously
Let's
nodding
not
her
go
head.
No, the
Alright.
seconds. Yeah.
yeah,
my
where you see that and you're like,
gosh.
oh. Or like if we cursed or. And
Well,
you're
that's
like,
it. I have
Yeah.
one because what I always
Well, at
say
least
to
pretend to think about it like that.
no, I know it's
She's like, wait, can I give 10?
no. I'm going to go in descending order. No, but what it is it's such a joke because it blew back on me because I always say, Tucker's so funny and it's such good, clean fun, and young kids can watch and moms can watch and everybody
Right,
loves him.
right.
And so I'm
Until
so
the
proud
day
that he
you saw
doesn't
one.
use bad words. Well, so the first time ever was the caveman video where he
that.
just is like feeling the wall before he even had his caveman outfit and just feeling the wall. And then he turns around and goes, who the F said this shit about me? And I was like, Tucker, you didn't have to say F.
I think
and
I
that
sent it to her
video
beforehand.
blew up. 2 million likes on
Oh my
Instagram.
Yeah, I think my most
And
liked video.
millions
And
and
that's why I'm
millions
like,
of
Mom,
likes.
sometimes
And
we can't be
so-
Blue's Clues all day.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes it's
And-
rated PG-13.
Yeah,
Right.
sometimes
Yeah.
Blue grows
I don't
up.
mind those. I don't mind those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes Blue
So
goes to college and joins a frat.
And I was like, you don't need to do that to be funny, but apparently it worked. So I take it back.
Thank
And I do love
you.
the whole caveman series, but otherwise there's not
I
anything you've done.
love
that I
the
don't
Caveman series.
I don't want to rely on the vulgarity.
Right.
However, in that instant, it felt crucial to me.
had to do it.
It was
gonna
kind of,
say-
how do you go,
Oh, can I say something about vulgarity?
Say it.
So I curse in a lot of my videos. I'm really sorry, Tracy. I'm really
No.
sorry. I'm
she was asking me
sweating and I'm
pre-pod. It's okay.
I curse like a truck driver. I just don't do it on video when I'm recommending to my board members, check out Tucker Comedy, and it's pinned to.
And then their
who the F said
10-year-old
this?
daughter comes up to me and I'm like, oh gosh, my mom was right. Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
shit.
Oh my gosh.
No. So when I post on Facebook, a little bit of the different comments on there because it's a different crowd, and I usually don't check them so often. I'll say,
Right, yeah,
But
they're
I
critical.
post on there, and oh my god, so many people are like, "This would be funny without the vulgarity."
There's such
And it's
a different
I
crowd.
said shit once.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's
mentioned
gone
what?
way
You want to
bigger.
see vulgarity? Watch the next one.
Yeah.
And I pretty much I curse a lot,
They're way too serious on
but
Facebook.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, at the
Do
end
you
of the
not
day,
like
it's
one?
word.
I know the one that you didn't like of mine.
Really? I can't think of it right now. Can you remind me?
Yeah,
'Cause
the
there's so many
Titanic
characters.
submersible. When I made fun.
Oh, you sent that to me asking.
Wait,
you were
what?
like, is this too soon
And
vibes?
you sent it to me. That's so funny.
Okay, do you remember when I made a compilation of like the different TikToks you were seeing when the people blew up on the Titanic?
Perhaps like minutes after it blew up.
Oh
When I was
my
like,
God.
Too soon?
Well, I'm
she
gonna
was
write
like,
that down for my
"That's really rude."
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
this is not good. This is a bad day.
Because you were seeing, because I had to delete it from Facebook, because my
Yeah.
Facebook.
Did you?
Because
Yes.
the commenters on Facebook are not.
They're
on
not
board.
accepting.
Oh my God.
TikTok, they ate that up.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
But,
There's a
so
different
she saw
crowd.
the Facebook
She
ones
can
and she's
appreciate
like, maybe delete it.
I think of more that I love than I can't think of any that I don't like. I'm sure there's a character I don't like. She has so many characters. I can't think of the one that I don't. I like
You hate the old
accents. The old lady. I'm not crazy about the old lady.
Okay.
The very old lady.
I swear to God, I haven't
she's
laughed
okay.
as hard as I
You like
laughed
that?
this week when I saw the one that you posted about Chica in the dress for the wedding.
Was this the brand? That was branded.
Let me give you a little background on these Chica, the boutique manager.
yeah,
There's a
from Long
boutique.
Island.
I
Yeah, give
can't
us
say
a
the
deep
name. There's a
dive.
boutique that on Long Island, and you
Shout it out, shout it out.
Can I shout it out?
Yeah.
Ruby and Jenna.
And
There you
Francesca.
go.
And Francesca.
And Francesca.
And big on Long Island, big. And boutique, and you go in and they're like, can I help you? Can I help you? They follow
Down your neck.
Down your neck. Like you do not breathe in there. Like these jeans and those jeans. And then, blah, blah, can I hold this for you? Blah, blah, blah. So this is where it all began. This is where it all began. And let me tell you, she's
hysterical.
those are some of my favorite. Even in the early days, I think those were so on cue.
Yeah.
Anyone who's been in a boutique, even anywhere, a special
can
boutique,
relate to
you
that
can relate.
no matter
They're
what.
on you. And she's sweating and she's, the water's flowing.
Well, usually I'm literally dripping sweat. But do you remember when we were in Aritzia and they're like, is everything fitting in there okay?
Aritzia.
And we both were in the dressing room like, she's like, that's you.
I love it.
And Aritzia is another one. She did a video for Aritzia. There's no mirrors in the dressing rooms. You have to go to a general mirror on the outside where all the guys are watching you.
In public?
Yes,
Oh,
in
you're not
public.
familiar.
I'm
The
on
men-
display while
Yes.
I'm checking
Oh
out
my
my
Yes.
risky new clothing.
Yeah, imagine being
Unbelievable.
and it's all like in your 20s, okay, but you're trying on something cute and you're out there and all the guys are in
all the
middle.
boyfriends gun to their head, like they're like
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
sitting on the couch. They're like, get me out of
They
here.
probably haven't looked up from their phone though, so you should be
Wait,
fine.
Aritzia got angry at that video though. I think they did.
what?
Did they?
Were
they made
policing
no,
phones in Aritzia?
They're not, but somebody wrote an ad on that they do this in another store. Remember the mirror thing? They were like,
I don't know.
And Neiman Marcus does it or something. Some
don't
other
know.
place doesn't have mirrors. They were like, it's just a Barney's or something. They
Well, that's
We're
another
now
thing.
saying
She'll
so
send
many
me-
names I don't know.
I know.
That's fine.
That's the thing.
fine.
She'll send me something like very similar to a video I just made, and she's like, "They want to be you."
I do that to
There's
him
so
all the
many
time.
wannabes.
They're
So many
stealing your thing.
wannabes. They do. They try.
Well, you used
Yeah.
to send me Facebook profiles that were like posting my things. and
TikTok profiles, Instagram profiles.
yes.
They're making money.
Yes.
Tucker
They're making
Reynolds
money.
without the
It's
Y,
so funny.
and they're posting all of his reposts, and he's got 54 followers. And the next day it'll be 600 followers. I'm like,
Yeah.
Tucker, you have to do something.
I know.
Yes.
They're probably
Yes.
monetizing.
This is
I had
true,
to
they
finally
are.
be like, look, this is ultimately out of my control, and I
Right,
can't
you
have
have
you
to
keep
let
sending them to me.
Stop.
Right?
Stop. So I just
No,
so
but it was
mad.
helpful.
I know.
Some had like 100,000 followers. I'm like, let me go
Yeah.
off.
yeah.
Now, HR, like, do we want to report our moms for something?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
I have one
oh,
thing.
no, I'm
Uh-oh.
scared.
Sending
You
you
go
too
first.
many videos.
Should I go?
Yeah.
No, Mom, I love your videos.
You're
I
so
just can't
sweet.
respond right away because I'm like, well, it's 3 a.m. and I'm up. Okay, I'm reporting you for something that ultimately you are just a victim. So I don't blame the victim.
Okay.
Oh,
But I'm going to report you for your Instagram and TikTok purchases.
no, TikTok shop. You're
There
on
is
TikTok
something
shop.
about an
I get
ad
the
on
best
Instagram.
stuff,
There is
though.
something
The
about an ad
TikTok
on
especially.
Instagram
Have
that
not been disappointed a
I know.
single time.
I know,
you
the
are
quality is-
wrapped around Mark Zuckerberg's finger.
100%.
It's true.
Putty in
It's
his
true.
hand, Mom, because it will just
true.
be like a mug with a dog on it. She goes, I'll
I
take
need
20.
that.
You're just mad because now I'm sending Tucker and Moose mugs to him because I can't buy any more of them.
And then
but
she
yes,
gets it, loves it, says,
I
I'm
love
going
a
to
good
get about
deal.
5 more colors of this.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Love
it's-
a good
it's
deal.
But
It's
here's
true.
the thing. You turned me almost onto it because it's like, they kind of are kind of good deals
I
sometimes.
bought a watch that looks like a very famous brand on there.
Yeah.
That's,
Say the brand. Do you wanna
can
say
I
it?
say it? It was like Cartier.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Looks like or is?
Oh, not is. Definitely looks like.
Baby,
That's
that
all
was
we
on
need.
TikTok
Definitely
shop.
TikTok.
Well, I can.
Definitely TikTok brand. But I love it. Really, you can't tell from afar.
You do a
I
lot
do.
of TikTok purchases too.
I do. I don't know. I just love their.
Remember
Everything.
the fur coats?
Oh my God! This winter I bought like 3 of the same. Okay,
reporting you too, reporting you too.
3 colors. I had the maroon. I had the gray. I had the white. I had to. They're amazing. They are amazing quality. Like
Every
have
time
to
I text
say.
her, she's like, "Got another one of the coats."
Yes.
Okay, that's
oh
more
my
serious
God.
than my mugs.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, so what's been your
coat.
favorite
My
Intervention
stuff?
time.
Fake fur. Yeah.
Well,
so
the
cute.
best thing that happened to me was I found out today that like the tariffs now on Temu are going to keep me from getting that $98 chair for my office that is the best chair I've ever owned in my life. So now they're reporting.
tariff.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's gonna
Sometimes
help
I'm
me
like,
a lot.
this can't be real
crazy.
because it'll be TikTok shop. It'll be like
You
iMac
have-
Pro 95 cents, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Like
You know?
they're
I know.
selling
They do
like
have special-
monitors on there. Screen.
They really, the price always varies like crazy. It's like up
Wow.
and down, up and down.
Yeah.
All right, what's
It's
my question?
all hands on deck with.
I'm ready.
Oh, she wants to be grilled
I'm
right
ready.
now.
I'm nervous.
What are you?
What is
No, I think
Oh,
I brought
okay.
it up before. Like
Okay.
you send a lot of messages, but I love them.
Oh, okay.
Not messages, but
videos?
I mean DM. Like you send me a lot of videos.
A lot of videos, yeah. I usually,
But I like that because then I go back and I'm like, oh, she thought about me from each one, you know, and it's kind of sweet.
Yes, I'm always thinking of you, especially if something comes up and I feel like it's needed and necessary for you to know.
Do you send her motivational videos? My mom sends me
Always.
motivational
My
videos.
God,
That's
of course,
yeah.
Jay Shen.
Sometimes, yeah,
99%.
sometimes it really hits home.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
if you're in a dark place right
Yes.
now.
Yes,
like,
yes. I
just
see-
remember
I
there's
watch-
light at the end of the, and I'm like, okay,
There's so
thanks,
many
mom. I'm doing okay though. I
mean,
promise.
Yeah, like, you think I'm really depressed?
Then there's the hug your mom ones. Every once in a while, I'll sneak one of those in.
Yeah.
You know,
Aw,
it's
and
really,
the
you
daughter
live
I don't respond to
longer
those.
if you hug your mom.
yes.
It's like, Jesus, mom, I hug you. Send it to Cody and Dusty. They don't know.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
We asked you guys to come in with our fire hire of
Yeah.
the week. Is anything standing out for you guys? Of
Should
something?
we?
I would like to fire something.
Okay.
I really have a good one, I think. I don't know if it's as applicable here in LA, but in New York, oh my God. So we have these speed cameras on many of the streets,
Hey.
especially in
Every street
Queens.
has
We
and-
know.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they're
Do you know, I'm
everywhere.
on my way to work and like, I'm just minding my business and trying to get through your podcast, listening to your podcast, loving it every
laughing,
minute, just in my own world. All of a sudden, bing, I see the light in my, I went like one notch over the 35 miles and a $50 ticket.
$50
No,
and
you
they,
got a
and they
ticket for
mail
that.
that
Don't
to you.
Oh yeah, they mail it
They
to you,
don't
and you
play.
just know. Like it happens, you know, and then you get and a few days later you get it in the mail, and they know
100%.
that you have to keep it under 30 miles an hour.
It's a speed trap.
Speed trap.
I always
So
thought
many of
those
them
were
on Long
kind of
Island.
just a joke.
Queens,
I
actually.
thought it was like it just lights up when you're going too fast. I didn't know they actually send you a
no.
ticket.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
and traffic
100%.
lights too. Obviously the traffic lights, but we have them cameras set up on the regular streets
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
In California now, they have to put a circle over anybody in the passenger seat because so many men, women were getting busted for, 12 o'clock on Friday, and it's some woman sitting next to
No
your-
No, my
way.
Yeah,
God.
so they literally passed a law that you have to blur out any passengers. And
Well, you famously have one of the best ticket photos of all time, don't you?
What?
do I?
Didn't you and like maybe Dusty in the car, but you're driving?
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
like this.
She's gripping the steering wheel, knowing she's
Beverly
about to run a
Hills,
red
and I
light.
know where all of
Because
them
Beverly
are.
Hills is like
the worst
$400,
feeling.
isn't it?
Oh,
I just made
it's
that up.
cuckoo.
Serious.
I don't know, I believe
150,
it.
150 in New York,
Yeah.
I believe.
No, it's
150.
more in Beverly Hills. It can be $500. I made that up again.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
And actually, it's
Probably
increased.
is.
Inflation has dropped.
At this point, it probably is. Yeah.
Just should have said I'm guilty because it was like,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this isn't the speed trap, but you ever go, and there's not many potholes here, but do you ever go over a pothole so crazy that you literally like leave your body and you're like,
Yes.
Yes.
That just
and
definitely
your
ruined my
butthole
time.
tingles? What did
yes.
you say? Your
Yeah,
butt
my butt
Okay, no one
tingles.
mentioned her butt
tingles.
tingle.
It does. 'cause
Oh yeah.
And I got
I'm like
the
my
tinglies.
tire is
Yeah.
flat. There's
and
no
your
way it's not
axle's
flat.
back in the hole.
And the axle.
Yeah.
And I look at my dashboard. I'm like, please don't light up. Please don't light up. Please don't light up. My tire is
No,
good.
I
my
said
tire is
surely
good.
the whole thing is pooped out. On the
Right.
floor.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
stop you from saying
Definitely.
Oh, that is
Definitely.
the worst. Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah.
Okay, well, speed traps.
yeah.
You're fired. That's something we haven't done.
I
for
have
a
something
long
to
time.
fire.
Fire it.
Okay.
This week I'm gonna fire gentle reminders. Honey, make it harsh. I don't need a gentle reminder. I need a big ass reminder because I'm forgetting. I'm not writing it down. Give me the full thing and make the reminder slap me in the face. I don't need gentle. Okay?
Yeah.
Every time. Gentle reminder, you have this. Please, I forgot.
Scream it. Scream it at
And if
me.
it's gentle, I won't remember.
And if it's gentle, I won't remember.
Yeah.
Don't gentle parent.
Who's
me.
gentle
It's a good
remindering
one.
you?
I don't know. It just came up
Yeah,
recently,
we
and I
figured
just was
it
like,
out.
okay.
Well, I have one. From,
Okay, what's yours?
Last week, I had to make like 4 appointments. So, I was calling CVS to see if I had a prescription in because I was sick. Calling my doctor's office saying, I really don't think I need to come in. Calling Spectrum to say, I paid the damn bill. Why do you keep sending me text messages? And calling to make a vet appointment to get Moose's. All 4 calls. Please listen carefully as our options may have changed. And then you are in this circle of hell. And at CVS, it's like, if you're left-handed and blue-eyed and want to come in for, a shingles shot on a Thursday, push 69. And I'm like, person, human, person,
Zero.
Please listen carefully as
There's
our
no
options.
one
It
to
just
talk
sends you
to.
back to the
Yeah.
beginning. And I literally 4 calls in the course of an hour where I never talk to a human. So I drive down to CVS to see if my freaking thing is ready. And then there was a gas leak, and they say, "Please leave the store. There's a gas leak. I just need my antibiotics.
Oh my
I'll take a
God.
chance." Yeah, so I am firing
so
all
frustrating.
of these systems where you can never
Get a person.
talk to a human.
And that's many systems.
Yeah.
Many,
And
many,
gas
many
leaks
systems.
while we're at it.
places.
Oh, gas
One.
leaks.
Yeah.
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 I'm fine with
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Usually, if you need to talk to a person, you wait like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll call you back when we have a person.
Yeah.
It never happens. There's no
Please.
person.
Is it true? I've heard that if you like kind of just scream into the phone or like representative,
I'm gonna try that
or
next
something,
time.
if you get a little
I've-
mad with
I've
it.
tried
Really?
all.
It
Does it
didn't
not
work at my
No.
doctor's office. It didn't work at the CVS.
I
no.
never heard that. I would have tried that.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
I tried that because the other day I show up to the doctor to get blood work appointment reminders. I get the email confirmation all
Gentle.
week, the gentle reminders. And I show up. I think they needed a gentle reminder because lights were off. No one was home there. I'm trying to call someone to reach the doctor. It's the same thing. It's like, please, our menu options have changed.
You're
The menu
opening
options
up
have
for
changed.
the day?
I'm opening up for the day.
time
I
was
said,
it?
I'm clocking in.
Oh my God.
to the gynecologist.
I mean, this
No
just
one
has
was
to be
there.
best practices now that no one has a receptionist. No one. My favorite now is my hope is that they'll say, if you'd like a call back in the next 6 days, push 1. So then I'm just like,
Keep
and then
pushing.
I just
Slam that one.
scream my phone number into the thing, and then they don't call back because I'm aggressive and angry.
Right, right.
They're like,
They're afraid.
do not call list.
Yeah, she's scary.
Hysterical.
Okay, I'm
you
going to
fire?
fire something very specific. I've told a couple people about this. However, I'm going to fire my inability to speak up for myself.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Oh, didn't expect a resounding yes
Yeah.
What
there.
do you mean, sucker?
Okay, ready for this?
Explain, please.
Picture me at a flower shop again.
You went back?
No, man. Different flower shop occasion. Let's just say my neighbor's been broken up with and also got her car stolen in the same week. So I was like, I simply have
Wait,
to
that's sweet.
give her
That
some
was
That was
flowers.
a sweet boy.
And now let me say this. I'm not bringing this up to hear how sweet I am. That's not the reason I'm
It's
doing
how
it.
it's a plus.
spineless he is.
It's going to be how spineless I am. And people, this is going to be shocking. I go to the flower shop. I go, okay, those are cutie patootie. Maybe like $29, $30. I'm
Okay.
like, look at those. Those are gorgeous. I want one of those. But then there's like one a little behind them that I'm like, that's beautiful. She'll love that. Go up to the counter. Guys, I spent $150 on flowers. $150. And I was talking to them the whole time being like, yeah, I think it'll really make her day. Or like, I'm saying how much she needs these flowers. I couldn't turn back. I go, sounds good. And I take out my credit card and I
would
go,
not just say
thank you
that.
so much. Have a good day.
And I'm thinking she thinks he wants to date her now, and you don't even know her last
my
name.
God, are you
I
kidding
would
me?
do
Oh my
the
God.
same thing. Well, you didn't say these are $150 flowers, right?
Yeah, I left the receipt and said, Venmo me.
Half is good.
No. But I ultimately, the way I can justify any purchase, of course, that was psycho of me, and I'm firing myself for that. But at the end of the day, I was like, well, she's going to have to spend more than that on a car.
Right? That was
So-
very
I would
sweet
have
of
dropped
you.
it so fast I would have broken it and had to buy it.
Is that not
I was
crazy,
no.
though?
There's been a terrible mistake.
I was like, oh
Wait
my
a minute,
God.
but you said the sign said $29, the wrong sign.
it was a little behind.
It was
Ultimately,
the
it
one
was
in
my
front.
fault.
And
I
that's
see,
why
I see,
you
I
have good
see.
taste, Mama.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You said, I want the one in the back. Okay.
Those babies.
I can just say I've never gotten a $150 flower arrangement from you.
Oh
but
my God.
That's now the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bar. You better
I
go higher.
know. Oh, well,
Yeah.
Mother's
It's
Day
on
is
top.
coming.
It is.
That's
Divide that
right.
number by
It's
2 at least.
Rebecca sends
Just
me flowers. She sends me 2 dozen always.
Oh my
She
God.
is very, very generous.
Yeah.
Very generous.
Can I just say
Yes.
for anybody who's not watching this but who's listening, you literally look like twins. You look like
Twins.
sisters.
She's like mini me.
Identical even, not even
I mean,
fratern.
you just look like
Mini
sisters. She
me.
is your
We are
mini
like one
me.
person, literally. We
Yeah,
really
we do
are.
get
I
that a
love
lot.
We
that.
do. We have we really we're on the same level at all times.
Do you notice things that she does ever that you're like, okay, so me? When
Me?
yeah,
Yes.
Well, I
so
noticed
me
as,
at her age.
as
Oh,
I'm
yes.
getting older,
Yes.
I'm like, I'm turning into her, which is great.
Absolutely.
A great
Which
person
is
to turn into.
Oh,
But
thank you.
I do notice things. I'm
Yes.
Like, yeah,
You're like, oh
it's
yeah,
happening.
becoming my mom.
But she came off the plane yesterday. She arrived at LAX, and we were in the exact same outfit, the exact same sweater. From
Oh
the
my
same
were.
place.
And mom, it's
Sunglasses, everything,
a jacket,
same.
a cardigan that you guys have, like the
Yes,
black knitted
the black
kind of.
knitted
I was like, you
same
have that,
sweater.
Mom.
We actually had this exact,
The
same
exact
sweater
same sweater.
from the same place.
love
Green khaki
that.
pants,
Green khaki pants.
sneakers are
Black
the
tank.
exact same.
Black, everything was exactly the same. We were like, what?
We
that
looked
never
like
happened
Kim
before. It
Possible.
was
That
hysterical.
is
She had
so
actually changed her
cute.
clothes before we went out that day.
I was like, I'm not not going to the mall like this. We look like mommy and me, like.
You're those Australian twins.
Maybe 20 years
how
ago.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Irene,
Have you seen the Australian twins?
I have
on
not.
TikTok.
They
No.
just.
Oh, we'll have to send you.
We'll
one.
show it to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you at 1 in the
Please
morning.
do.
Yeah, please.
It'll only be for your time.
Okay, that's right.
All hands on deck to hire.
Oh yes, we haven't hired.
Yeah.
Okay, what do people want to hire from
Mine
you?
is quick. I hire you because I don't know anybody who can make Tucker laugh as hard as you make
my
him laugh.
gosh.
Oh my
And I
God.
discovered you before you two, I thought, knew each other. I sent him a video
She
and
did.
said, oh my God, this woman is so funny.
Oh my God,
And he's
really?
like, I kind of know her. And I'm like, oh, you're kidding. Can I meet her?
Yeah.
And, I couldn't believe it. And then when I heard you guys were doing a podcast, I just laugh every time I see the two of you together.
I love it. They
But
have the best
seriously,
chemistry. They have the best. They work
best-
off of each
Oh
other
my
so
God, we're
well.
not gonna date, guys. Get over it.
Get over it.
Damn.
No,
damn,
I hire
damn.
you because anybody who can make Tucker laugh as hard as you do is
And-
all
and
golden
vice-
in my book.
And vice versa. Just so you know, Tucker.
Oh my God,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Really
you can
sus.
hire something
Absolutely.
for real.
Yeah.
something
You
else.
can hire a
hire
real
something
one.
else.
Well, I mean, I hate to be repetitive, but I'm going to hire Vanna White because she gets to hang out with Ryan Seacrest every second of the day.
Take a shot, take a
What
shot.
is up with that? I'm sorry, but listen, he's doing Wheel of Fortune, but every time you see on social media, they're in Disneyland, they're in Hawaii, they're everywhere. I'm just asking for 15 minutes, Ryan. Ryan, maybe by the time you hear this,
She went to his book
I'll be back in
signing.
New York.
We
I did.
have
Oh
to
my
make this
gosh.
happen. Did you
Yes.
tell him that you were
I had
absolutely...
5 seconds to talk to him. It
Tell
was
him
like
what you
very
said.
much.
Tell him what you
what
said.
did I say? I
Was it
said,
magical?
"Oh my God, you must." Oh, what did we say?
About how he cooks his dinner.
Oh yeah, I was like, "You must."
had 5
could-
seconds, I
Yeah,
got
5 seconds. He
straight to
signed my
dinner.
book. He signed my book, and I lost everything I had to say. I had so many things to say in my head. I was like, I went blank. I was going to tell him how much I thought of him for doing the Children's Hospital thing, the
What did
Secret
you say?
Studios, and I was just like, Ryan. You cook really well. He's like, oh, my sister asked, you must be so tired, everything you do. And he said, yes, I am. She goes, you must sleep well. She goes, yes, I do. I said, but not before you cook a really good meal, right? Because he loves to cook.
Oh my
I see you in your,
God.
I
And
see
he's
you in
like,
your
that's
house.
right. He's like, that's right.
Not before you make
How
that
was the
linguine.
salmon
right?
yesterday?
And he leans over and goes, security, security.
He's
Not
just
before you heat up that blue apron, right, Ryan?
Ryan, I'm sorry. I'm not stalking. I just love you. If you
No,
hear this,
yeah.
I love you.
That's
Okay.
adorable.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah, he's amazing. He is definitely. Anyway,
Okay, well that makes me
Okay.
think of one of my new favorite things to do, which is when leaving a group of people or like saying specifically to someone, "See you tomorrow," and then just walking away and then being like, "Wait, what do we have tomorrow?" And it's like I just say it, so I'm like,
You do?
I don't
That's
know.
psycho.
Is
Because
that
I
a
was
little
like,
psycho?
what's tomorrow?
even if you're not,
I say "See you tomorrow," and then turn around and walk away before they can even ask me.
Gentle reminder,
It's so
please.
fun. It's so fun.
You know what's kind of sick like that?
What?
Recently, on like my sketch team, someone always is like, "Happy birthday" to someone, and everyone's like, "How? It's your birthday?" And it's not. I'm like, "Why are you doing this?" That's actually sociopathic.
That's like that video you made. I
That's
loved
funny.
where you pick up a wallet and you say, "Excuse me, I think you're my dad." And the guy in the video is
Oh my
like,
God, yeah.
and you go, "Oh, no, I'm kidding. I just found your wallet."
Oh my God, that was good, wasn't it?
That's a funny short one.
Okay, but what I'm going to hire for real is the button on Spotify that is exclude from taste profile. Because recently
that.
I've been getting like on repeat and it's like, okay, Tate McRae and like all these things. And then it's suddenly like ambiance by like DreamWorks. And it's like the music I was listening to
White
go to
noise,
bed.
white
yeah,
noise.
it's white noise. So I just learned that you can exclude that from your taste profile, which I need to do because
Yeah.
my top 100 of the year is about to be ambiance by DreamWorks
Brown
or whatever
noise,
I said.
pink noise,
There's
it's the color of the
probably a
rainbow.
reason for that, though, when
Yeah.
you think about it.
Why?
Well, just
Because I need it
'Cause
to
you need
get
Zen.
anti-anxiety.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys.
Do you
talk.
listen to noise to sleep?
Oh, I listen to multiple.
No, we like it dead silent. Thank God. We're very good
we
roommates.
are like
we are travel roommates. We're very good.
But do you need a noise to make it dead silent?
No,
No.
nothing.
No.
We love our quiet.
I
because
even
we're-
hate
It's just too much.
the sound
overthinking.
of breathing.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that's really hard for me.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's called something.
Misophonia, but it's more
Correct.
eating. I know because oh my
It
god.
manifests
it.
in different
She has
ways.
it.
Yeah, mine is eating, listening to people
Mine too.
eat, and it's literally it's a
a
real
thing.
thing.
Us quarantining in the pandemic, I would literally look at like a nut, or no, I would like, okay, start over. I would like look at baby carrots and she goes, don't even think about it.
Not
You
in my
sound
house.
like a horse.
When I was
No.
studying for the bar, your dad would just like 3 rooms over in our little first house, he would go and get potato chips and I'd say, stop. I'll never pass the bar.
I used to do that. Well, I used to do that
So
with her in the morning when
distracting.
she ate Cheerios
Oh,
because
yeah.
you don't want to be near this woman when she's eating Cheerios.
Cheerios very loud.
My butt's tingling just thinking about it.
Your butt's tingling. Thinking,
I've been told I eat my Cheerios very loud, too loud.
I've heard.
She
Not
got
from Becca,
so-
just across town.
across the country, babe.
Last night.
I'm sorry.
So
I apologize for
and
those times.
I used to be in such a bad mood in the mornings
Yes.
before I went to
She
high
would be
school.
mad,
She'd be eating
so
and I was
mad.
like,
I'm like, I just have to eat my breakfast, please. I have to go to work.
Here's the thing about me. I also have that, and yet I chew like a cow. So it's like,
Yes, you
how
do.
who am I to say?
I chew like a cow because living alone has cursed me in the way that I eat now because sometimes because I am ravenous and disgusting, things flying all over the place. I'm
She
like,
puts her goop wrap on the floor and eats it like a dog.
yeah, I'm on all fours. Yeah, it's like it's dripping down. I don't care who sees. Okay, I'm panting, and then like I'll eat around my brother because no one else is honest about it. My brother will be like, "You are chewing like a cow."
Yeah. I want us to get there for sure.
We could definitely.
You could call me out.
Okay.
Anytime.
Sure, but you chew well.
Thanks. At least the mouth is closed. It's loud chewing, but the mouth is closed.
I don't
Close
care.
is very
But
important.
usually we're talking.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, what are you hiring?
I'm just gonna hire quality time because that's what life's all about, isn't it?
Well, fuck
I'm gonna
me, I
cry.
guess. I should have done that one. Oh my god, F me, F me, F me, sorry.
Love that.
F me,
Sorry, F me, F me, F me, F me.
I'm firing
I'm
Tucker's
so
mouth.
sorry. God.
I'm hiring
stupid.
Becca's hire.
And quality
I
time.
love it.
I'm
I
hiring
love
that
it.
too.
Yes.
Well, are you
I love
hiring
that.
it,
It's so
Tracy?
Too late. Too late.
Oh my god. Okay, talk on that quality time.
Yes.
Oh, it's just
Elaborate.
so lovely. Like sometimes you really get out. I don't know. We talk about ADHD on pod all the time, but like the object permanence of it all. Like when I'm not around, all of my family and friends live on the East Coast. Sometimes it's easy to just not like be so like I miss them all the time. But then when they're actually in town, I'm like, oh my god, this is so important and special. Like to spend time together. And I didn't forget, but it's just like when it's out of sight, it's out of mind
course,
type
of
of thing a
course,
little for me.
of course.
Is that an ADHD thing?
Yeah, object permanence.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, well tell that to my best
really
friends who I
helps.
It's
haven't
like a
spoken to in
survival.
years,
Oh,
you know?
that's-
It is
kinda
a
like a
survival
survival.
mechanism.
Yeah,
Because, you know,
it
if
does
you dwelled
help.
on that all the time, you'd
Not
be
that I
missing.
don't miss you
Of
or
course,
think of
course.
you, but it's not like something that I like am always thinking of
Heavy.
because it's kind of like whatever's
course.
happening in front of me is what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a coping
Which is kind of like a
coping mechanism.
blessing.
Almost. And a blessing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then when we spend time together, I'm like, this is what
This
life's
is
about.
this. I feel the exact
Oh
same
my
way.
gosh,
Because our lives are so full, but when
so
separate, but when
special.
we're together, it is just like this is the real
yeah,
deal.
and it doesn't
This
matter
is-
how much time has passed.
No,
Would you ever move
exactly.
here? Not to put you on blast on pod.
That is, you know what? I am actually. I would never say no because I'm waiting to see where all the pieces land. You know, I have with our
Yes.
son. You know, with my son. I say our
With
son.
our son.
With our son.
It's the big sister here, 7 years older. It's like we're both the mother sometimes, you know. But I have to see where the two of you end up before I make that decision. Yeah, and I'm still working, so I'm not
Absolutely.
ready. To
But she has
make a
said like
move.
5 times today, she's like, I could live here. Like when we
Yeah.
were walking Beverly Hills, of course.
Yeah.
There was like this sweet old woman walking with in a gorgeous green corduroy jacket today this morning
with
in
the
West
hat.
Hollywood.
It
And
was
she's
so
like,
cute.
that's going to be me.
She was like 200 years old. I was like, that'll be me.
Oh my god.
You'll move out here and
She's
Becca will be
zipping
like,
it.
it's Broadway for me now. It's the only thing I haven't
I
conquered.
need to head back to New York.
I just need a change of pace.
It's just for now. It's just a fabulous place to visit. This is like my favorite year of
Yeah.
the week of the year
Absolutely.
when I come, visit.
You
and
can be
just-
bi-coast.
We could be
I
bi-coast.
love. We can buy coast.
You're bi-coastal.
Yeah,
We're
bi-coast, we're
definitely.
bi-coast.
Absolutely. I
It's
could
wherever
both.
Ryan Seacrest
Ryan,
is.
I need to
Ryan's
follow
here
him
full
around.
time now, so that's
I know,
another
but
incentive.
this is true. This is true. I had him in New York for a while with Kelly, but not anymore.
Shared him with Kelly. Now she's sharing him with Vanna.
Guys, have you said your C
share.
word at all?
I did.
I did
Once.
2 times. I said it
Have
twice.
you?
Yeah, I actually have today.
Any guesses?
I
I know
haven't-
yours,
You
so
know
I'm
mine?
not going to say.
Did you see it? On the
No,
paper?
I'm the one that
Okay.
wrote it, babe.
I
Okay.
haven't said
Oh, that's
it
right.
enough. Like
Oh,
I'm
that's
not. I've never been proud of my performance.
I really let it
Yours is
down.
performance?
No.
Oh.
No. I
Any other
don't think-
guesses?
I
Anyone
don't
a little
think
deep
I.
dive into mine?
How many times did you say it? No.
Deep dive.
Yeah. Fuck. So
What
excuse me,
was
guys.
it?
That's
What was
blocking my
good?
teeth.
So I
What
clocked
was
You're
his.
good.
Deep dive.
Oh my God, Becca.
I said it a few times. Right.
I'm so bad. You're really good. Okay.
Gosh, you said it at one point, and I thought I clocked it.
I thought I'd recognize yours. I did not see
What
it.
was it?
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck. Yeah.
I
You guys
love
did hear it.
that
So you
one.
guys did hear it.
Okay.
Yes,
You
Yes,
said
I did.
that
You definitely
almost
heard
at
that.
the top
Yeah.
of
Yeah, I said it twice also.
that. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Can you guess? And
Ryan
you'll be like,
Seacrest?
oh yeah.
No, that was 100
No,
times.
that was 100. That was 100. Sorry, Ryan.
Kind of like what you do before you play a football game. You
Okay,
make
no,
a-
it
Oh
was.
no.
I said it like when we were trying, like
Huddle,
moving,
group
moving
huddle.
on. I'll give you a hint. Moving on, like to the next subject.
Oh.
I kind of prompted you. You don't remember? It
Clueless.
was game plan.
Game.
What's the game plan?
that's
I was like, what's the game plan? I said
All
it 2
hands on
times.
deck and game plan.
Yes.
Mother.
I didn't know what the best practice was for putting the
Best
word
practice.
out there. There you go. There you go.
Not one tea being
And there was
unclocked today.
nowhere to put it except for best practice must be not to have a receptionist. That was
my
so
God.
stupid.
No,
No, that was great.
That
I
was
didn't even
really
clock it.
good.
Oh, yeah.
What's yours? Did I just clock it?
Mine's deep dive again.
I have amnesia. And what's yours? And what's yours?
Give her a gentle reminder. Yeah. Now give her a big reminder.
Someone did say gentle reminder
Exactly.
at one point. That might have been.
That's what I.
That was you.
my
I know.
high,
That was
my
like
high.
it could have been.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you have amnesia too?
You're both scaring us.
Do we have anything to apologize for? I kind of do.
Apologize.
I'm sorry
Say
if I
it.
talked over anyone. I was excited today.
I'm not sorry if. I'm sorry that I did talk over.
I'm sorry that I haven't come here like another 52 weeks of the year.
No, don't blame
so
yourself. Don't
good.
blame yourself.
It's so lovely. I'm having such a great time. No, I don't know what I'm sorry for.
And hey, you don't have to be
You
sorry.
don't have
I don't
to.
feel sorry right now. I feel so
Good.
happy.
Good. Oh my god.
And that's the goal.
Mama.
I'm sorry you paid $150 for flowers. I raised you better.
The only reason I'm comfortable with sharing that on pod is because I know that my neighbor's not listening.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I would never want her to hear that knowledge.
No. This was not virtue signaling.
No, and she totally deserved them. It's just you have to
She did.
speak
She did.
up.
She's a
That's it.
doll.
Wait, I'm sorry for one thing. That Blake can't be here right now because
Oh, my
you know,
brother usually
we have
can't
such a
go.
great time, but he's
Oh.
graduating college soon. He's finishing
Are
up
we
so
gonna do a
exciting.
brothers
Yeah.
on pod?
Oh my
We
god.
have
That could be
to.
fun.
That could be
crazy.
really
That would be
scary with your
fun.
brothers.
That.
That could be
Yes.
fun.
Something
I'm
to think
definitely
about.
sorry for something, and I took out my phone to write it midway through, and I don't remember.
We
So I
weren't
guess
offensive today.
not
No,
necessarily,
no.
but so I guess I'm sorry for not remembering all the times I should be sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry for not being sorry enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start crying in a second.
No, this has been so fun
This is
though.
so emotional.
Should we do a mom hug? Should we do a
Okay.
mom hug?
Mom
Oh my God.
hug.
You'll live longer. I'll send you a video. Love you, sweetie.
I love you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
so
you
much
guys
for
for being
having
our
us.
first employees
Yes.
of the freaking week.
Well,
we
I-
rarely have two in the room. Well,
No.
actually, we rarely have any.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you've had any, but
But y'all
We
are
are
not
so
just the
honored.
employees of the
I
week. You're
mean-
kind of the employees of our life.
Yeah,
there
you are.
go.
Yeah.
There
This
you
is
go.
so special.
Thank
I
you.
You're
mean,
the
I'm
bosses.
so honored to be part of your success,
world.
your joint
Yes.
success. And let me just say
Yes.
one thing: your videos together, your TikTok videos. I don't think we mentioned this. Unbelievable. Like we can rewatch, and so many people have said this to me too. They love the two of you together.
Oh my
Just love the
gosh.
chemistry. It's just so natural and easy.
You two are so
Yeah.
funny.
you so
to
much.
see.
Love it.
Thank you
Love
guys.
it.
But if you want
course.
real guests anytime, let me know if I can help.
Oh my god.
No, you're our perfect first guest. Perfect.
Yeah, no, this is
Thank you
perfect.
so
I'm
much
sure
for
we'll be
set
back.
the bar.
We set the
We'll
bar.
be back same
Yes.
time next year?
Oh
Question
yes,
mark.
let's do
Yeah,
it.
we should do this
Absolutely.
yearly.
Can we? Oh, that would be lovely.
Yes.
All right, but next time Ryan has to be here too.
Yes.
Okay.
He can
All right.
moderate.
You're gonna work on that.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna find that.
Yes,
Somehow we're gonna
he's
do
in
that
our
for
hood.
you.
I mean, you run into him sooner or later.
Okay, well now we do our action items for the week. Does
Yeah.
anyone like anything? I think just,
Live,
be
laugh,
present with
love it.
mothers.
Yeah, I want to be present, enjoy quality time.
Okay,
The producers
Ilial.
are begging us.
Okay.
Yeah.
To wrap it
They're
up.
sleep in the back, sleep in the back.
No. We had so much fun.
Okay, yes. Thank you all for listening and being our coworkers of the week.
And we love reading your reviews, your comments, because apparently you can comment on Spotify episodes.
Yeah.
I haven't, they haven't rolled out that feature for me, just me, but I haven't.
And also, we will be getting to more of those emails because, gang, we have such fun, crazy emails from you all.
Remind them the email.
Oh, the email is contentfactorypod@gmail.com.
Please send emails, any of your work drama.
Send
if you
your
just
tea.
want to send anything to us, a little note, a suggestion, any
Yeah.
feedback.
Honestly, doesn't even have to be work. Who cares?
Send a
Any
pic.
tea, because that tea needs to be clocked.
Oh,
All right, mother.
Lock the
guys,
tea.
my mothers.
Lock the tea.
okay.
Okay. Thank you for listening.
Thank
Rate,
you.
comment. If I get it right one time, if I get this right one time,
I defer to you every time.
rate, comment, review, subscribe. What is it?
Rate, review,
and share.
Share.
Is it rate, review?
Rate, review, and share, and subscribe.
Okay. Rate, review, and share Content Factory.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Do as many verbs as possible with this pod, okay?
rate, review, and share the Content Factory wherever you listen to your podcasts.
And as always, people, we'll circle back soon.